All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sportsdom coming back with another video, and this is my Buffalo Sabres at Chicago Blackhawks post-game recap. So, from the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, the Buffalo Sabres defeat the Chicago Blackhawks by a score of 4-2. The Buffalo Sabres scored two in the first, one in the second, one in the third. The Chicago Blackhawks scored two in the second. So let's recap this. Uh, Goals: Buffalo 4, Chicago 2 shots. Sabres 22, Blackhawks 37. Block shots: Buffalo Sabres 14, Chicago Blackhawks 19. Hits: Buffalo 24, Chicago 21. Face-off: Sabres 25. Blackhawks 29. Power plays: Buffalo Sabres 0. Chicago Blackhawks 0. That's power play goals. So the Buffalo Sabres are now 0 for 20. 0 for 20 on the power play. That's horrendous. That is horrendous, guys. Penalty minutes: Buffalo 6, Chicago 12. Scoring: in the first period at 8:39, it was Buffalo's Tage Thompson, his fourth of the season, assisted by John Jason Peterka, his second, and Alex Tuck, his fifth, and it's 1-0 good guys. And then at 11:31, it was Buffalo's Beck Malenstein, his first of the season, his first as a Buffalo Sabre, assisted by Connor Clifton, his second, and Peyton Krebs, his second, and it's 2-0 good guys after two. And then in the second period at 6:28, it was Chicago bad guys Craig Smith, his first of the season, assisted by Reichel, his first, and Jones, his fifth, and it's 2-1 good guys. And then at 12:46, it was Chicago bad guys Craig Smith, his second of the game, his second of the season, assisted by Reichel, his second of the game, his second of the season, and by Murphy, his first, and it's 2-2. And then at 18:37, it was Buffalo's J.J. Peterka, his fourth of the season, assisted by Tage Thompson, his second, and Tower of Power, Owen Power, his first. And after two, it's 3-2 Buffalo good guys. And then in the third period at 19:34, it was Buffalo's Ryan McLeod, his third of the season, assisted by Dylan Cousins, his second. And that was an empty net goal. And the Buffalo good guys beat the Chicago bad guys 4-2. Penalties: in the first period at 13:35, it was bad guys T.J. Brody, 2 minutes for holding. And then at 15:59, it was good guys J.J. Peterka, 2 minutes for holding. And then in the second period at 6:47, it was bad guys Seth Jones, 2 minutes for tripping. And then at 14:55, it was bad guys T.J. Brody, 2 minutes for tripping. And then in the third period, at 14:28, it was bad guys Ilya Mikheyev, 2 minutes for roughing. And then at 14:28, it was Buffalo good guys Peyton Krebs, 2 minutes for roughing. And at 14:28, it was Buffalo good guys Beck Malenstein, 2 minutes for roughing. And then at 14:28, it was bad guys Philip Kurashev, 2 minutes for roughing. And at 14:28, it was Chicago bad guys Tyler Bertuzzi, 2 minutes for roughing. So, 4-2, the Buffalo good guys beat the Chicago bad guys at the United Center in Chicago. So, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen stopped 35 of 37 shots, has a .946 save percentage. So, the Buffalo Sabres rebound, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen rebounds, and the Buffalo Sabres get the win. Soderblom has a .857 save percentage, and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen back up where he should be with a .946 save percentage. So good to see that the boys rebounded, that Luukkonen rebounded. Um, it should be. Um, let's see what Devin Levi has a .760 save percentage. That's not good for Devin Levi. But I think in his next start he'll rebound. But I think Tuesday, home against Dallas, I think they're going to start Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. The Stars come in at 5-1. The Buffalo Sabres come in at 2-4-1. That's going to be a tough one. It's a 5 p.m. Start, 6 p.m. Eastern. Uh, so the Buffalo Sabres uh, go on a 4-game homestand before going back out on the road for one. They are home against Dallas, Detroit, Florida, and then the Islanders. But the Dallas Stars come in at 5-1-0. The Buffalo Sabres 2-4-1, and then they get 3 days off. Then they play Detroit, who is 2-3, and then they play Florida, who is 4-2-1, who they've beaten already, and then they play the Islanders, who are 2-1-2. So, uh, the really the only one who's with a winning record in that stretch is Dallas. They're off to a hot start at 5-1, but you know what? The Buffalo Sabres are going to be at home. I think Lindy Ruff will have them, pumped up for this Dallas game. Um, we already beat the champs, okay? Um, we don't have a back another back to back until the uh, second and third, no, the 1st and 2nd of November when we play the Islanders and then the Red Wings. So, but let's, get on a winning streak. I know it's going to take time to install Lindy's system with these players, but they got their second win of the season. Now they need to continue. Dallas isn't going to be a fun one. They never are when we play them. But we got to get this fucking power play going. I mean, 0 for 20. What team is 0 for 20 on the power play? I know other NHL teams have bad power plays, but I don't think there's any other team in this league that's 0 for 20 on the power play. That's sickening. You can't score with the man advantage. That's sickening. Okay? And I don't know, man. I don't know, but we'll get ready for Dallas. We just got to keep rolling. We got to take it one game at a time, and we got 3 out of a possible 5 points, I think. 3 out of a possible 6 points. So, because a win is worth 2 points, and if you won 3 games, you get 6 points. So we get 3 out of a possible 6. We went 1-1-1 on this road trip, so I guess I'll take it. 2-4-1 is better than being 1-5-1. You know what I mean? So, but Dallas, oh man. But I've seen the Sabres beat teams they have no business beating before. So, I think we can beat the Stars, and being that Lindy went to them and was the head coach for them after leaving, after getting fired by the Buffalo Sabres his first stint. I think Lindy's going to have these guys fired up and want to beat Dallas. So um, we'll see. We'll see what happens, and I think they go with Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen in that game as well. I guess we got to go with him until he loses, I guess. But we do have another back-to-back coming up on the 1st and 2nd of November. So, guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. My MVP of this game, sad to say, is Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. He was the star of this game today. But anyways, comment, like, subscribe. Go Sabres. Stay tuned for my Buffalo Bills, or my Tennessee Titans at Buffalo Bills preview. Go Sabres. Good win in Chicago against the Blackhawks. And let's return home for this 4-game homestand. Let's start a winning streak at home. If we can go 3-0-1, or like 2-1-1, I'll take that. But I want 3-0, like 3-1, 3-1-0, or because Dallas is gonna be tough, but we still got to play them, and we can beat them. I mean, they're not unbeatable, but they are a tough team. They always are. So comment, like, subscribe. Go Sabres. Let's beat the Dallas Stars Tuesday night.